Hello, today we are going to talk about how to use PVS-Studio for KDE. This is going to be a speed run. So first of all, we need to install. And for that we have a promo from the YouTube channel Cherno. Okay, so this thing. Click on it. Okay, and it says PVS-Studio download. So PVS-Studio is a static source code analyzer which supports C and C++, and we're using it for improving the Git repositories from the KDE community. So we're going to use it as a monitor for the compiler for C and C++. Choose a platform. I'm on Kubuntu 22.04, so Linux. Next. Language C++. Next. I'm going for a tarzip, targzip download, and I'm putting it into that today's directory. Save. Then I need please remember to request a trail key. Where is that thing? Okay, so I have the code Cherno. I'm going with let's see what the difference is between the Team and Enterprise editions. So developers less than 9 years. Support no. Local machine yes. Linux yes. SonarQube no. Automatic and KDE build. Okay, so the team license should be enough. So let's go with team. I need to enter a company email. So for that I use a address from web.de. And I go submit. Okay. So we have the email. It has my name and then it has the license key. So let's see how do we install those things. PVS-Studio installation. Okay. So I've installed from the archive. So I'm going with these instructions. So let's go at today. Okay. So it says star, it's a gzip minus xzvf tab go. Okay. Inside this directory, I need to install. What does install do? It expects a prefix. So we're going to use /usr/local. Okay. I become a super user. Then I go /install and I give it the prefix, which is this first parameter Okay, done. Let's see where it is. So which PVS something. So it's in usr/local/b in PVS-Studio. It seems to be installed in the correct directory. So I don't want it to be installed in /usr because then it will I will not know which files are from Ubuntu debs and which files I have installed manually from targzips. So /usr/local is for software that I install locally or I from targzips or I build locally. Okay. And now I need to set the license key. Where do I put the license key? Okay, this thing. Can check. Okay, so the article is how to enter the PVS-Studio license and what's the next move. Okay, so we have Windows, we have Linux and Mac OS X. Let's get a new terminal. So it says, so this is the licensing, the installation was per the entire machine, not per user, in /usr/local, while the licensing is per user. So I don't need to be a super user. I'll go PVS-Studio Analyzer, credentials, so this thing. Okay. And username. And this is a made up username and a made up license. Paste like this. Okay, and after you press enter, then you'll have a license installation for 30 days. A trial installation for 30 days. Okay. Next, we'll need to build some KDE modules. That's done using kdesrc-build. Let's build frameworks. Okay. So 90 modules to build. And then we have such a script, which uses kind of the same techniques as kdesrc-build in order to build modules, but it doesn't use the ~kd/build directory, but ~kd/build -pvs. These environment variables have the same values as what kdesrc-build sets. This CMake file is the same as kdesrc-build uses. And then instead of make -j and then my number of CPU cores, I'm going to monitor this entire command line using PVS-Studio Analyzer trace. So I'm running the same command as kdesrc-build, but enveloped in the compiler monitor from PVS-Studio. After that is done, I need to create a file called pvs-studio.log using this command. And then I'm converting the file pvs-studio.log to a file called report.tasks, which is a file that can be loaded into Qt Creator. So Qt Creator has native support for a file with the name report.tasks, which contains build issues or build warnings, build errors. Okay, so let's pick at random a KDE framework and try to identify some issues using PVS and maybe also fix them. Taglib. What's Taglib? It's not from frameworks. What? Solid. Let's go with solid. Okay. So we're using solid from frameworks. Control C. Where are you? I should have pressed Control Shift C. So okay, parts from frameworks. Copy. I paste this thing. And then I'm going to replace framework/declarative with framework/kparts because I'm using kdesrc-build with a layout invent. Or I could just replace kdeclarative with parts. So I select kdeclarative, Control R, Tab, Control V, replace all, Control A, Control C, Control Shift T to get a new tab in console, and then Control Shift V to paste. Okay. So this way PVS-Studio uses all of my CPU cores. I instructed to use my cores in here and in here. So I have 16 cores. Otherwise, for instance, the analyze is really slow, just one core. Okay. So I'm using Unix makefiles, not Ninja, the same way as kdesrc-build uses by default. And it says it found 129 build warnings or errors, but I'm excluding for now, the warnings, the PVS-Studio found static analysis results V567, V1042, V1053, and V1044. So from what you see, these four make the bulk of results, and they're not that actionable for me. So that's why I'm filtering them out. Okay. The next thing to do is to start Qt Creator. I have Qt Creator version 8 from the Qt website. So I go File, Open File or Project. In kdesrc-build, there's two directories. One with a source code that has an src in the path. I need to load the cmake lists file. I have an extra kit, which I need to remove, manage kits, remove, apply, OK. And then import existing build. I'm going to use the other directory, which is the build -pvs directory. So the directory where cmake has run. Copy. And where make has run. Okay, just like this, the name of the directory, choose. It configures everything correctly. It creates a new cmake build configuration, which is called debug2, which is what I'm going to use. You might select in here, I don't know what. Not needed for now. Okay, so I've loaded two things. One, the directory with the source code. So this I've went and so I need to close all of projects, right? To make sure Qt Creator is clean. And then I go open file or projects of project in my case. So I give it the directory of the source code /cmakefile.txt, and then I go remove the existing kit, and from here, from manage kits, and import existing build, the build directory. Okay, and the last step is to actually use this file, which is called report.tasks, which is from the same directory, this directory. Okay, file, that's open file, Ctrl+V/report.tasks, enter. Okay, so it says that it has found 13 build warnings, and they're available in the Qt Creator in the issues view. Okay, so let's look at the issues. So it says that my license key will expire in 29 days. That's not really a build warning, right? Then it says that for each warning you have documentation, but I have documentation just by right-clicking on the issue and get help online. Okay, and it takes me to the wrong language. It takes me to Russian, no problem. I'm just gonna change to English. Okay, so function exited without releasing the pointer handler. Memory resource leak is possible. Let's see what this thing is. Not all members of the class are initialized. So this is a constructor. It has member variables, and it doesn't initialize key parts D do not use. Which is from where? So it's a private, unused, kept for ABI compatibility. Okay, what else? The same key parts D do not use. Then it says the enumeration constant open is used as a variable of Boolean type. Why? Why does it use this as a Boolean? So it says clang format of. If result is save, then save, whatever save is. Save is an ask save result, so it has three possibilities: save, open, or cancel. Save, open, or cancel. Okay. Okay, so in fact it converts from one type to another, from one enum to another. It converts from browser open or save question result, which have save, open, or cancel, to ask save result. Let's paste these things. Okay. Result. Okay. And they know there's a bug in here, so they have hidden it with clang format off. But clang format is not for build issues, it's for style issues. So why do they have new lines in here? Probably. Clang format will probably want everything on a single line. So this is a very important candidate to fix. So what it says, this thing, so it says if it's save, then save. Otherwise, do these things. Okay. And if result is open, that open, but then there's the result embed. So in the case of embed, they go to cancel, which is strange. And of course, it's not using a class enum, it's using just an enum. Okay, so this seems to be the fix. So result, if result is BOSQ save, then ASR save. If result is BOOSQ open, then ASR open. Otherwise, ASR cancel. Okay. This should be it. Control S. Let's run the PVS static analyzer again. Control Shift T, Control Shift V, enter. Okay. Just a second, let me create a fork. Okay. KDE invent, Control V. Framework K-parts, GitLab. Sounds okay to me. Sign in. What else? Fork. K-parts, public, fork project. Okay, so now we have two Git repos, one which is the upstream invent.kd.org/framework/kparts, and the other which is my fork, which is invent.kd.org/nmariusp/kparts. Let's see if the... So it's one less message, filtered messages. I need to copy this thing while I can. Whoa, no. Whoa, no. I should have copied this entire line to use it as a git commit message. How do we get back to the previous state using git, right? Okay. So let's go to the source code. That's src frameworks and kparts. Okay, I don't need to be a super user. Okay, git GUI. Okay, let's do the commit and then we'll revert. Okay, so for that we go git remote -v to see the git remotes. It's just the origin. I need to add fork. So git clone with SSH. Where are you? Git remote add fork. Control Shift V. Okay. Again, git remote -v. So now it has my fork using SSH and origin using HTTPS. Okay. I can start git GUI now. Let's look at the history. So we're at remote origin master, which is local master. I need to create a branch in here. Okay, no branch. Where are you? Work. Enum used ensemble. Create. Check out this branch. Okay. rescan the correct current branch. So this is the code review. So if result equals that, then save. Otherwise, if result equals browser open or save open, then open, otherwise cancel. So this is a ternary and it works correctly, no need for extra parentheses. It evaluates the condition first and then it runs the two branches. But this, I'm guessing, it's kind of needed, at least for readability, this pair of parentheses on the else branch of the ternary. Okay, looks good. Let's commit, Control V. Okay. Enum used as bool. Fix PVS-Studio issue. Enum used as bool. Commit. Let's look at the this history. So we're one commit ahead of the master branch. Let's go back to the local master. Check out this branch. Okay, let's run the PVS-Studio again. Control-Shift-T, Control-Shift-V. Do you want to reload it? Yes. We'll need the correct, complete PVS-Studio build warning message text for the git commit message. Okay, so we have 15 issues in the issues view in kcreator. We need 16 in here. So this guy says filter message 13, correct? So this needs to update as well. Okay, it doesn't want to automatically do that. Let's open the file again. So I need the build directory. Control V / report.tasks. Okay, so now we have the message. Right click on it, copy, paste in here. Okay, back. Visualize all branch history. Let's get back to this branch. Okay, rescan, amend last commit, and we'll put this thing as the message. Control V. Okay, so it says the PVS-Studio issue ID, so V768. The correct text, animation constant open is used as a variable of Boolean type. In here. In here. Okay. So it looks better like this with a complete warning text from PVS-Studio. Commit. Okay, so it's our branch, one single git commit ahead of remote's origin master. We can push to fork, not to origin. Okay, and now we can refresh the page. It says I have just pushed, and I can create a merge request. Do that from the correct place to the correct place. Correct merge request title, correct merge request description. Maybe I can make this not be markdown. Yeah, like this. Okay. Did the source branch when merge request is accepted? Yes. Not squash commits. And this is most important. Let the members who can write to the Git repo to edit this branch. Okay. Then changes. Just two lines of code changed. So instead of browser open or save question open, I have on the else branch a new pair of parentheses, and it's inside the ternary. So I have a Boolean expression, type equals, and then open and cancel. Looks good. Let's create the merge request. Okay, and that is it. So this was a quick run on how you can do a merge request for the KDE community using the static analyzer named PVS-Studio. So this is the script I use. Again, I'm looking at exactly what kdesrc-build does, and I've just replaced build with build minus PVS to use different build directories. PVS-Studio should use different build directories than CMake and kdesrc-build. And then this is totally identical, this is identical, and what's special for PVS-Studio is this wrapper and these two command lines. Okay, thank you.